Hello, this is Ian, CEO at We Offer Wellness, and I'm here today with Claire. So, hello, Claire.
Hi.
Now, Claire, I can see you're living in a roof somewhere. So, where are you?
I'm actually in my loft space only because this is the lightest room in the house. It's quite dark. It's one of the things that we want to sort out. So I moved to Somerset last year. Um I had a massive move out of London, changed the job, changed the location, and yeah, I needed the countryside. So yeah,
Oh, wonderful.
massive
We
change.
were my wife and my family were in Somerset about 2 weekends ago. We're a big fan of the West Country. Did you have a connection with Somerset, Claire, or it was just you like putting a pin into the map? Was it, or
Pin in the map.
was it
Literally
excellent?
pin in the map. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Look, wonderful. And is it is it has it been the right thing to do?
I feel like it has. When the universe just keeps giving you bigger, bigger messages and you're not listening, and then something else happens, and then something bigger happens, and then you get something else, and I was like, right, I gotta get out of here. So, yeah, without going into detail, it was a bit of a mess, and I was like, I love the countryside. That resets me. So, and the West Country has so much countryside, doesn't it? And I've got the coast as well, like 40 minutes away if I want to do that and just walk in nature. It just resets me. So I love it.
Yeah, no, you've got the beautiful Mendip Hills. I've spent many a time strolling around the Mendip Hills in places not far from sort of like Cheddar Gorge and that kind of an area. So for you then, you can pretty much nip into Glastonbury for a pint of milk, can you? Is it that type of thing?
Exactly. Yeah. Glastonbury's about 40 minutes away, something like that. So, and that's my spiritual home. I mean, I've had quite a lot of visits to Glastonbury in the last few years since I've been on my spiritual journey, and I just feel like I'm home. So I can just nip in if I want to, and yeah, sit in the chalice well, and yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, that feeling of home, being at home with
Mm.
something. So let's talk about you then. You're talking about a spiritual journey. So,
Yeah.
what is that? What's that for you? What's that meant for you?
It kind of happened completely, well, not accidentally because nothing's accidental. It was divinely guided, but it completely took me by surprise. Didn't realize that I had any spiritual connection. It was a bit of a shock to me. I was like, what is going on? And I had all these weird physical symptoms. And something guided me to a link um via Facebook, and it kind of explained all the physical symptoms of a spiritual awakening. And I was like, oh my God, this is what's going on. Completely weirdly, and didn't know what a spiritual awakening was, never heard of it before. So I was there going, what is happening? Yeah, it was kind of weird. So it was kind of nice to get a little bit of confirmation and know that I'm not completely going mad and that there is a reason for the things I'm going through and feeling. Um, and then yeah, I started seeing angel numbers because that's apparently one of the things that can happen during awakening. And so I was seeing a lot of 333. So I
Okay.
looked up and was like, what does that mean? And it said that something can be out of balance with your mind, body, spirit. So Reiki can help. So I went and found someone locally that did Reiki, and she was very spiritual as well. And yeah, so she gave me some messages, confirmed I was on a spiritual journey, and that and the rest is kind of history. So that started me on my journey. Yeah.
And doesn't it mean a lot to have someone to go and, like you say, you had to use the word confirmation, but to have a conversation with that doesn't look at you of like, oh, I've got the number
Yeah.
here for the local, mental hospital. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's not weird to actually have a connection and a conversation. So it sounds like that's where you've been, that's where you're at.
Mm.
In terms of, so then I guess something moved you to want to be part of it more and to help others make that connection. So how have you been going about doing that?
I kind of I think the thing is when, you're on this kind of journey, if you try and force something that's not for you, it's not going to work anyway.
Yeah.
So I started my journey with Reiki, as kind of most people do, because I think that's the first step into it. Um, but then I know if I keep getting something trying to get my attention, I have to kind of like pay attention to it. So I kept getting this something on Facebook flashing up all the time, and I was going, "What is that?" Like, it was from a company that's now disbanded, but it was for theta healing, and I was like, "What is theta?" And I went along to an event. They were holding a cacao ceremony, and I asked one of the instructors, like, "What is theta?" Because this keeps popping up, and I have no idea what it is, and I still didn't really feel like I got clarification. And then I went to I had a psychic reading, and she said, "Is that a course you're thinking about doing?" And I went, "Yeah, but it's a big investment, and I don't know enough about it, so I don't kind of want to go and pay money for something and not really and realize it's not really for me." And she said, "No, you need to be on that course." So I went and did a theta healing course, and yeah, it's a very, very powerful method of healing. Very powerful.
So Claire, so somebody that has never heard of that before,
Mm,
they're coming to We Offer Wellness, they're coming to the website, and they're just browsing. But again, they've kind of found themselves moved to do something, compelled, urged, and we've popped up on Facebook. Other social media channels are available, but we've popped up on Facebook as well, and they've come in and in the process of just browsing, searching, floating around, they stumble across this video or you, and for whatever reason, they make a connection. They don't know, don't need to know, but they come in and you're talking about theta and they go, that's piqued my curiosity. What's that? So, what is it? What are they going to expect if they come and meet you and have this connection with you?
yeah, so not everyone has heard of it. So and I hadn't either. So
Yeah.
um yeah, so it's I connect to the energy of the source or the universe, however you want to, whatever is, fits for you. And with information that the client gives to me, so it's amazing. I've helped people with addictions, relationships. It can do pretty much anything. So with information that I get from the client or information that maybe comes to me intuitively, I take the person back to the point of where that first like trauma point happened,
Okay.
with whatever it is that they want to deal with, and then we go in and kind of clear the energy from them from that point. So it's really kind of powerful. So it's not counseling and taking them, asking them to relive the trauma and talk through it. It's literally we just take them back to that point. So it's uncomfortable, but we release it from them at that point, and it's a really powerful method.
So different techniques, I take it, within the under the umbrella of the theta healing and such. There's different sort of
Yeah,
approaches and techniques which are tailor-made to the individual, partly based on
absolutely.
your own intuition, instinct, and experience working in this area. Is that kind of what's going
Mhm.
on? And yeah,
Yeah.
because somebody comes in, see, they see the video, they read your description, they go, "Oh, this sounds like it's for me." We connect them with you. Do you arrange like a discovery call with the person to start off with, or some sort of communication to explain, ask, answer any questions, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I'd always want a conversation with someone beforehand, work out what it is that they want to work through, how the session's going to work. And all of my sessions can be done on Zoom. So if you're not in Somerset or close to me, then it can all be done online. So
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I was going to come to that point, Claire, because isn't it a marvelous thing, really what COVID has done for us in the sense of where
absolutely.
all of a sudden we discovered these other media to connect with people, because it's a very common, it's a very popular, sort of accepted thing, which means anybody in the world can come and connect with you and have that kind of experience, a healing experience, a learning experience, or whatever it turns out to be for them. But you're there, you're waiting for them, and even though you're in Somerset, someone could come to you from all over the world. So great, fantastic. Now, Claire, thanks for this. Now, you know that we've been including some wellness tips in these conversations. And do you have one for us, please? A wellness tip?
Mine is feel it to heal it. I'm a huge believer that you have to feel something to heal it because um, we're taught that we have to suppress our emotions, stuff it down. Like, we're taught that from a young age, don't cry, cry, boys don't cry. Um, so I am a big believer that you have to feel it to heal it, because your emotions are something that are trying to get your attention for a reason. So if you stuff it down, it just it manifests into an illness or something later. And that's become more widely known now. So that's my tip. You
Yeah,
have to work through it to be able to release it.
yeah, yeah. And I love that. And I love the fact that it does involve effort and work and an openness. And there are no Harry Potter magic wands around. There's actually, there's
Really.
yeah, I love it. Look, Claire, thank you ever so much. People, please do come into We Offer Wellness. Search those keywords up there to healing and look up Claire without the E. And you'll make that connection. If it's for you, I'm sure you'll find each other. And I believe that's the way things work as well, Claire. So look, thanks for this
Absolutely.
today. And our paths will cross soon, no doubt. Thanks, Claire.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Lovely to talk to you.